Hello everybody, my name is Carl, and this is meant to be a review of wine aerators in general and the uselessness of wine aerators in general. I have been in in the fine wine industry, and when I say fine wine industry, I mean the finest, the most expensive wines in the world for the past 31 years. You know what? My 31st anniversary just passed. I didn't even notice. But 31 years, no desire to leave yet. I was a PhD in anthropology before that. Gave it up to be in the fine wine industry, never looked back. And in the most aggressive, this has got to be the most aggressive area of the United States for what I do. I mean, I'm in the New York City and the greater New York area, okay? Especially New York State, throughout New York State, but my focus is New York City. Manhattan, restaurants, stores, 5 boroughs, Long Island, Westchester, okay? And I'm with an import operation and have been for many years. This is the same one for the past 26 years. And so I know a little bit about wine. I mean, I could brag about degrees I have from wine schools too, but I'm not going to. Well, I have an advanced certificate from the WSET with distinction. I also went on beyond that in the diploma program. It was a mistake because, in my opinion, it's nothing but politics beyond that, and it favors Brits beyond belief. But that's a whole nother review. This review is for what I just said. It's just going to be a review of the uselessness of wine aerators in general. See that big glass in the back, by the way? That is the super expensive Riedel Sommelier fully blown crystal glass. $60. I could use that for this review, but instead I'm going to use this $1.99 glass that I bought from IKEA. I bought it just to be, just an all-purpose backyard Pinot Noir glass. But that whistling in the background is my African gray parrot, by the way, if you can hear him. His name is Morgan. He's a great pet. Anyway, $1.99. Look, the Riedel is a nice, thin, light glass. This is a heavier glass, but you drop it in the backyard, and you buy another one for $2. So we're going to use this glass today, the IKEA glass. Now first, here's what we're going to do. I opened a bottle of wine. Happens to be a good one. It's the Chianti Classico Riserva Rocca Guicciarda 2008 from the Baron Ricasoli. Ricasoli's an amazing house. They have been in existence in the same family since like 1140. Can you imagine? Since 1140. Good grief. I mean, this was Indian land here in the United States hundreds of years after that, okay? 1140, there was one little very recent blip during which they sold to an Australian company, but they bought it right back, so it doesn't really count. Okay, so I'm going to put in first this Vintorio wine aerator. Okay, aerate your wine to perfection for a flavorful and smooth experience, it says. All right, so let me put it in. Now, keep your eye on the glass and keep your eye on the aerator. Look, see those little bubbles? That's what they're calling aeration. Okay? That's what they're calling aeration. That's what you get for the money. Those little bubbles are going to aerate your wine. Now, we're going to go to the other one, which is better, by the way. It's Zazol, excuse me, wine aerator. And we're going to put it up here. I don't know. Can you see this? Hold on. I'm going to pour the wine in the top, and you can see bubbles, and you can hear the aeration going on, and it's a much better, in my opinion, aerator. in my opinion. But now I'm going to show you the best wine aerator in the world, and it won't cost you a penny. You ready? It's this here. It's called your hand. Okay. Here's what you're going to do. Oh, by the way, this is one of the best. This is my kind of sommelier cork because it's got the foil cutter right there, and it's not a knife. You just wrap this over the top of the bottle. I love these. Okay, now watch this. I'm going to take this bottle of Roca Guicciarda. Now this is the way to aerate your wine. Look, talk about bubbles. Are you kidding? Look at that. I mean, it's downright sea foam. All right, so before you go, look, I bought these because I'm in the industry and I like to be able to talk product and products related to my product. So for me, it wasn't a waste. I'll make good use of this. Not so much to aerate wine, but to talk about. But for you, I just wanted you to see that. All right, and now you know. Before you go throwing your money away, think. You want to aerate your wine, it's called the high pour with your right hand, unless of course you're a lefty, in which case it's called the high pour with your left hand, and you're going to get a lot more aeration that way. So that's it. Enjoy. I'm going to sit in my backyard September 26, 2015. You know, I was in Les Amis Douvin in 1976. Now, that's how long I've been doing this. So trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I've got a palate to beat the band, by the way. All right? So I hope this was instructional. I hope it saves you a few dollars. If you're buying one of these things just for the fun of it, I'd buy the Zazol if you want one. Or, you know, if you're buying one for the fun of it, you buy it. If you're buying one because you want to aerate your wine, you got to be kidding me.